Oh, hello there. Today we're talking about my castle class. Peter the Express Engine. Um, it's got some problems, that's for sure. For one, I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. Yeah. I don't think I can fix that. Yeah. It's very messed up. It's falling on the floor a lot. And I'm also not supposed to be able to take it off that easy. That's not supposed to be like that either. I don't know how to fix the motor. That needs fixing. Probably needs some oiling. Unfortunately, I have a lot of problems with it that I don't know how to fix, or I don't have parts or tools to fix it with. So, unfortunately, when this dies, I probably won't be able to fix it. I actually don't really have a designated area for servicing my engines. I rarely service them at all. In fact, the ones that I probably take the most care of are my O-gauge ones over there. Right there. Like that one right there. The tender also has problems. It's not supposed to do that. You're supposed to have to unscrew a screw, but it broke a long time ago. The tender coupling is also falling apart, I think. And in case you're wondering, I can't just take this to a store because, one, I don't live in the UK. You guys know that by now. Also, none of the train shops near me fix HO gauge locomotives, or they don't have parts, or they will actually. The one that does actually fix them that's near me is a 1 hour drive away, and that's actually considered close because, well, it's actually worth it to go, but I don't usually go because, yeah, but they do fix HO gauge engines there. Now the reason I don't go there, I actually mentioned that in one of my other videos. I think maybe not, but if I didn't, then now I will. The reason I don't go to that one is because they actually charge you just to look at the engine, and they'll tell you what's wrong with it. And if they actually can get parts and fix it, then that's going to cost you even more. And you're actually paying them anyways because they don't like working on these because they're smaller. They're smaller than O-gauge locomotives. If I brought an O-gauge locomotive, they wouldn't charge me the extra. They would just find parts for it if they could, and if they couldn't, then no charge, and that's about it. I have gone to that train store a couple times. I've gotten a couple things from there. One of which was the car carrier. That's somewhere around here. Big, long car carrier. For it's almost longer than some of the Pullman coaches for that I have for HO Gauge, which is pretty long. Because I actually have a Pullman coach somewhere that's pretty long. I don't know why they designed it to be so long. It's just is. It's not even one of the Hornby ones. Or I'm pretty sure that this locomotive is a Hornby because of the couplings, but I could be wrong. The only reason I don't know is that there's no company name on the bottom or anywhere on the engine, so I can't really tell. There's nothing on the tender either. I actually looked inside the tender because I wanted to see if it was in there, but it's not. So, unfortunately, I actually don't know what company this is made by. And, with, me being sort of a cheapskate, I don't really have, like, a lot of money. Well, actually, I guess I could spend a lot of money, but I don't want to because of several reasons that I don't want to talk about on the channel. And, so that was basically a look at my HO gauge, slash OO gauge. I think it's a Hornby. I'm pretty sure that it's a Hornby because of the coupling design and, one, it's survived many, many, many falls, and I do realize that the cab is practically caving in on itself. I have looked into trying to fix that. Uh, I have looked into trying to save this locomotive. The reason why it's so busted up is because, well, when I started doing my channel, that was 4 years ago. You guys remember the story about the old layout over there? Well, this was one of the. This was actually one of the last engines that actually saw that layout. And so I've had this thing for 4 years, and it's fallen off the track many times off this table because of loose track when we were building. When we were kind of still in the building phase, we had several different ideas with this whole thing, and we tested out the tracks with many different engines. But this one seemed to have the most accidents, and it keeps on falling off the table. But now it doesn't do that anymore, especially when we had the screws up, but we forgot to take some of them out of the track, and so it kept on smacking into those, and yeah. But this was a kind of a short look at this engine and the torture that it's gone through, and I just kind of wanted to see if any of you guys could help me fix this thing. It would be greatly appreciated. I'm not asking for money or anything because, well, I don't really have any way of getting money from YouTube or anything like that. I don't have anything like that set up because I opted to not make money off these videos, and you guys would not believe how much this actually costed me, this whole thing, but actually wasn't that much considering that some other layouts cost way more than this. Considering that I wanted that big old thing right there, that thing right there, that's a standard gauge locomotive. I'm pretty sure I did a video about that, but I'm not sure. I probably did, but this was a small look into my HO gauge, OO gauge Castle class engine. If you were wondering, it's the Neath Abbey Castle class engine. Right there. See? Neath Abbey Castle class. Can you guys see Castle class? Yeah, now you can see it. It's right there. Yeah, this thing used to look really good, but now it's in pieces. And if you're wondering what all that white stuff is, that's glue. As you can see, it's numbered 5090. Yeah, all that white stuff that's on here is glue. Yeah, I wasn't very smart when I was trying to fix this thing. Yeah, I tried to glue it back on with glue, but that didn't work very well. And if you're wondering what kind of glue I use, I'm pretty sure it's only available here in America. Actually, where did I put the glue? I know it's somewhere around here. No. I've got a whole bunch of cars right there. That's where the thing, the rail car thing that I got, that I just mentioned. Well, I can't find the glue. I know I'll find it eventually. Oh, and, the oil that I use to lubricate my engines is this, right here. This thing. Now, many viewers will probably recognize that, and they'll probably be, and I know that a lot of you viewers will probably recognize that oil, and it's well known in the model railway, enthusiasts as a very bad decision to oil your engines with that stuff, but I don't actually experience any problems with it at all. In fact, I actually think it works really good. Now, I know a lot of you will probably have other opinions, but this video was really just me showing off how much damage my train has actually accumulated because of me being a terrible person to these trains. And I do actually oil my Lionel trains with the same oil. It works. It seems to work absolutely fine. I honestly don't get what the thing is about the oil being bad for them. I honestly don't experience any problems. That's the express engine in the coaches, but yeah, those are pretty messed up too. As you can see, I've made some pretty bad choices when it's come to those coaches. Yeah. I pretty much only wanted to talk about my castle class, but I kind of got a little sidetracked. But, let me see if I can find that glue, because I really want to, I can't, oh, right, I think I used it all. It's really hard to find sometimes as well, but it seems to work well, but, oh, and, it seems that people that I know, are only having problems with that oil because they used it wrong, apparently. Because I think I remember that I was talking to one of my friends about that, because he has a layout as well, and he said that he was using that oil, and he was having problems with it, and that it's a terrible idea to use it, and I asked him how he was using it on the train, and he said he was applying it directly into the motor, and I said, "Are you applying it on the gears, or?" And I think that was the main problem because, yes. Before I go, I just want to show you guys this engine because it was one of the first ones I got, and it's very, very ruined. Anyways, that's it for this time. I'm sorry the video went on for so long. I kind of just wanted to do something about my castle class, just to update you guys on how terrible it's actually gotten. Oh yeah, and if you're running it, it sometimes has a squeaky squeak. Like the motor's very squeaky. Like it'll go whenever it's running, and that's not just because I have a DCC remote right there. Because I actually used to have a regular remote hooked up to this, but it actually broke. Um, I don't know why that happens with the regular Backman remotes. I don't know. But even with that, it still happened. So I'm not sure. I think that might be a problem with my power output that I'm putting into the track because of the fact that it's I think it's a UK Hornby thing, and I think that's the problem because that might actually be the problem because I'm pushing 60 amps, and the UK uses 50 amps or something like that. I think I'm not sure though. But I'm sorry this video took so long, and I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will probably be about Train Simulator. Bye.